Hi guys, let's look at the next question. We are on exercise 22b. Next question, very interesting. Let's read the question. A man on a cliff observes a boat at an angle of depression of 30 degrees, okay, which is sailing towards the shore to a point immediately beneath him. So it's coming towards the cliff. 3 minutes later, the angle of depression is 60 degrees. Assuming that the boat sails with uniform speed, calculate how much time and speed. Oh, so we've been doing questions related to time and distance, sorry, height and distance. Suddenly they have questions about speed and time, which means I will have to apply speed and time distance formula, which is speed is equal to distance upon time, to be able to calculate distance, because eventually for applying trigonometry function, I will need the distance or the length, whichever way you call it. So let's say the first point of observation is, which is here, the angle of depression is 30 degrees. So let me just draw the imaginary horizontal. This line is parallel to this. This is my, this is the first, is this cliff. Let us name this A, B. This is the first point of observation, and this angle is 30 degree. So this angle now is 30 degree because these are alternate angles. Next, it is coming towards the cliff, and after some time he observes that the angle of observation, angle of depression is 60 degree, which means angle of elevation is also 60 degree. Let's give this point name C. This is point D. This is ship, or not ship, the boat first position. This is boat the second position. Perfect. And this is the difference between C and D is time taken is 3 minutes. Now we know that we need to calculate distance, so we will have to apply the formula speed is equal to distance upon time. Speed not given, so let speed be x meter per second. Done. So we need to figure out the distance which will cover in 3 minutes. So distance traveled in 3 minutes. Now since we've taken the speed in second, which means I'll have to convert minute into second, which is 180 second. This will be equal to, distance will be equal to speed into time, which is 180x. So basically CD is equal to 180x. And let BC, which is the other distance, be equal to y, and the height of the cliff is given as 500 meter. So AB is given equal to 500 meter. Now again we have two triangle. Let's apply trigonometrical functions and see if it helps us. So in triangle ABD, let's look at triangle ABD. Tan 30 degree is equal to AB upon BD. Tan 30 degree is equal to 1 upon root 3. So 1 upon root 3 is equal to AB, which is 500, upon BD, which is 180x plus y, which means 180x plus y is equal to 500 root 3. Done. This is my equation number 1. And I should get another equation from the second triangle, and let's see how it helps us. So in triangle ABC, which is the second triangle, tan of 60 degree would be equal to AB upon BC. Tan 60 degree is root 3. So root 3 into BC, which is y. So y root 3 is equal to 500. Since I need to calculate x, so let me put y as something in the first equation, which means y will be equal to 500 upon root 3. Let's rationalize it. Therefore y is equal to 500 root 3 upon 3. Let's put y is equal to 500 root 3 upon 3 in equation 1, and let's see how this works, because now we'll have an equation with only x as a variable. We should get something from there. So 180x plus y, instead of y I am writing 500 root 3 upon 3 is equal to 500 root 3. 180x will be equal to 500 root 3 minus 500 root 3 upon 3. Let's take LCM. So this would become 1500 root 3 minus 500 root 3 upon 3. That's 180x. So x would be equal to 1500 minus 500. That's 1000 root 3 upon 3 into 180. 0 and 0 get cancelled. Let's divide. So this will be 2 into 50 and this will be 2 into 9. So x is equal to 50 root 3 upon 27 meter per second. Let's divide and see what we get. So 1.732, 50 into 1.732. So 1732 into 5, that's 10, 16, 36 and 8. So this is x is equal to 86.60 upon 27 meter per second. So another division required. Let's divide this on the next page. So 86.60 divided by 27. So 27 into 3 is 81. That's 5.6. Decimal goes here. 27 into 2 would be 54. That's 20. That's 0. And this would be 200. That'll be 7 or 8. 7. So that'll be 49 and 140. That's 189. So therefore x would be equal to 3.21 meter per second. I have rounded it off to 2 decimals, 3.21. So they wanted the speed of the boat, which I have calculated. Therefore speed of boat is equal to 3.21 meter per second. Done. This is my answer to part 2. Let's look at part 1. Part 1 says how much time. So again we need to calculate time. The only relation we know is speed is equal to distance upon time. So speed is equal to distance upon time, which means time is equal to distance upon speed. So time taken would be distance. The distance is y and the speed is x. Let's see if we can get this. Time is equal to y. If I remember, the value of y we got was 500 root 3 upon 3 divided by x, and the value of x in terms of root 3 was 50 root 3 upon 27. If I take this as 3.21, my calculation will become slightly more difficult, so I am taking this as 50 root 3 upon 27, which is what we got on the previous step, which means x would be, not x, time would be equal to 500 root 3 upon 3 multiplied with 27 upon 50 root 3. So that's 51 and 50, 10. That's root 3 and root 3 gets cancelled. There is 3, 1 and 3, 9. Therefore, time is equal to 90 second is equal to 1.5 minute. So let's write the final answer in the form of a statement. Therefore, time taken to reach the shore is equal to 90 second or 1.5 minute. Perfect. Very interesting question. I hope you realized the key to this is to calculate the distance, because in trigonometrical ratios we are worried about the distance. Next, let's look at the next question, question number 10. A very similar question, again talks about speed and time. A man in a boat rowing away. So this time it is rowing away. The lighthouse is 150 meter high, takes 2 minutes, and the elevation changes from 60 to 45. We need to calculate the speed. So a rough diagram once again. This is the lighthouse and the man is rowing away. So the first angle of angle of elevation. So he's here, not depression. He's observing from here. So he's rowing away. This is the first one, and then the second one is here. Next, this is my cliff. No, not cliff. lighthouse. Let's name this A and B. This is first point, and then he's moving away to point D. The lighthouse is 150 meter high. This distance is traveled in 2 minutes. The first angle of elevation is 60 degree and the second angle of elevation is 45 degree. Again, let speed is equal to x meter per minute given. Do I have to calculate in meter per second, anything like that given? No, so I will take this in meter per minute only. My life will become easier. I don't have to calculate in seconds. So let the speed be in x meter per minute. Therefore, distance traveled in 2 minutes would be equal to 2x. Basically, what we mean is the distance between C and D, the distance he traveled is 2x, and let BC be y. Perfect. Now again we'll get two triangles and we will apply trigonometrical ratios once again. So in triangle ABD, I have tan 45 degree is equal to AB upon BD. Tan 45 degree is 1 is equal to AB, in this case 150, BD is y plus 2x, which means 2x plus y is equal to 150. This is a simpler equation. Let's see where we move from here. That's 1. And in triangle ABC, I have tan 60 degree is equal to AB upon BC. Tan 60 degree is root 3, which means root 3 into y is equal to 150, which means y is equal to 150 upon root 3, which is y is equal to 150 root 3 upon 3, which means y is equal to 50 root 3. So 3 1 and 3 50. So let's just write that down once again. Therefore, y is equal to 50 root 3. What do we have to calculate? We need to calculate the speed. So I don't need y, I'll let put. So put y is equal to 50 root 3 in equation 1, which means 2x plus 50 root 3 is equal to 150. 2x is equal to 150 minus 50 root 3. 2x is equal to 50 into 1.732. So 1732 into 5, that's 10, 15, 116, 35 and 136, that's 86.60. Perfect. So this is equal to 150 minus 86.60. So 150 minus 86.60, that's 0.40. 9 minus 6 is 3 and 14 minus 8 is 6. So 2x is equal to 63.40 meter per minute. Therefore, x is equal to 63.40 divided by 2, which is equal to 31.70 meter per minute. That's my answer. Therefore, speed of boat is 31.70 meter per minute. Done. Let's move on to the next question. The next question that they want us to do, that we'll do, is question number 12. Question number 12. The horizontal distance between two towers is 75 meter. Okay, so there are two towers, and the horizontal distance is 75 meter. Angular depression of the top of the first tower as seen from the top of the second tower. Also, the second tower is higher or taller, and we are looking at the angle of depression of the top of the first tower is 45 degree. Let's draw a rough diagram. So this is my second tower, which is taller. This is my first tower, which is shorter than the first than the second tower. This is the ground on which they stand. Next, they are looking at the angle of depression which means I will also have to mark the imaginary horizontal. This is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, this is tower 2, this is tower 1. Let's name them. This is A, B, this is C and D. This angle, which is the angle of depression, is given equal to 45 degree, which means I'll have to make a horizontal here as well. So this is my horizontal here. This is again 90 degree. Let's name this point E. The distance between them is given as 75 meter. Since BDCE is a rectangle, this distance will also be 75 meter. And the height of the second tower is given as 160 meter. So let this be x, which means this is also x, which means AE is equal to 160 minus x. We just did a question like this in the first video. Good. Let's look at the whatever we've done. Number one, quadrilateral BDCE is a rectangle, which means BD is equal to CE is equal to 75 meter. Next, CD is equal to BE is equal to x meter. Number 4, AB is equal to 160 meter. Therefore, AE is equal to 160 minus x meter. Done. We've done our assumptions and whatever information we have this parallel to this and parallel to this as well, which means angle of elevation is 45 degree. So in triangle AEC, I have tan 45 degree is equal to AE upon EC, which means 1 is equal to AE, which is 160 minus x, and EC is 75, which means 160 minus x is equal to 75, which means 160 minus 75 is equal to x. That 25 plus 60, that's 85 is equal to x. Therefore, height of first tower is 85 meter. Very simple question, done. But there was a slightly different thing because we were looking at there were two towers. Next, let's look at the next question. The next question that we are doing is question number 14. Question number 14 says, an aeroplane flying horizontally above 1 kilometer above the ground and going away from the observer. Okay, so this is 1 kilometer above the ground, it's going away, the angle is 60 degree. After 10 seconds, the angle of elevation is 30 degree. Okay, and the speed is uniform. We need to find it in kilometer per hour. So let's say this is the aeroplane and this is the elevation or the height of the aeroplane from the ground, and let's say this is the ground. Okay, so this angle of elevation, first angle of elevation, is equal to 60 degree. Done. This is my aeroplane first position. Next, it is moving for 10 seconds, which means the aeroplane would have moved slightly here and it is moving in a horizontal direction for us, so it has moved somewhere here, which means my aeroplane has reached somewhere here. The height of the aeroplane is not changing, and now the next angle of elevation is 30 degree. Done. That's basically the question. Let's mark some points. Let this point, so this is the position of the aeroplane second time. Let this be point A, this is point B, this is point C, this is point D. These are in the same line, right? And the observer is at point E. Again, BD distance is distance traveled in 10 seconds. Done. So let speed is equal to x meter per second, because we've been given this in second, so I'm calculating in second. So therefore distance traveled in 10 seconds would be equal to 10x. So basically 10x meter. So basically the distance of BD, or the distance of AC, is 10x, and then AC is equal to BD, which is also 10x. Done. And let DE is equal to Y. I think we have the basic question now, and then we should be able to solve it now. Okay, so in triangle ABE, I have tan 60 degree is equal to AB upon BE, and this height is given as 1 kilometer, which is 1000 meter. Similarly, CD is also 1000 meter. Tan 60 degree is equal to root 3. BE is Y, so Y is equal to AB, which is 1000 upon root 3. Done. I can rationalize it as well. Let's just leave it here for now. We can rationalize it later. So in triangle CDE, tan 30 degree would be equal to CD upon ED. Tan 30 degree is 1 upon root 3, which means root 3 into CD, which is 1000. So 1000 root 3 is equal to ED, which is Y plus 10x. That's my equation number. What do I have to calculate? I need to calculate x, which means let me equate y. So instead of y here, so put 1 in equation 2, which is y is equal to something, which means 1000 root 1000, not 100, 1000 root 3 is equal to y, which is 1000 upon root 3 plus 10x, which means 10x is equal to 1000 root 3 minus 1000 upon root 3. Let's take the LCM. 10x is equal to 3000 minus 1000 upon root 3. X is equal to 2000 upon 10 root 3. X is equal to 200 upon root 3, which is 200 root 3 upon 3. Done. Again, some calculation which we need to do. So 200 into 1.732. So 1732 into 2, that's 4, 6, 7 2s are 14, and 3. So 3464, which means 346.4 upon 3. Therefore, x is equal to 346.4 upon 3, and we've taken this in meter per second. 10, 14, 17 not divisible by 3, but they want the answer in kilometer per hour, so let me not bother and waste my time here. Let me calculate this in kilometer per hour, which means for that I will have to multiply it with 18 upon 5. Right, because this is the conversion of meter per second into kilometer per hour. This is 18 upon 5, and this will now get converted into kilometer upon hour. So 3.1 and 3.6. So that's 346.4 into 6 upon 5. Now I'll have to divide and multiply. So this is 346.4 into 6. That 24, 36 plus 2, 38, 24 plus 3, 27, that's 18 plus 2, 20. So 2078.4. So 2078.4 upon 5. Now let me divide. But this one shouldn't be shouldn't be too difficult. This is 4, that's 20. 4, 1 is that's 28. That's 415.68 kilometer per hour. Therefore, speed of aeroplane is 415.68 kilometer per hour. Very interesting question, a different kind of a diagram. That brings me to the last question of this exercise that we'll do, question number 15. It says from the top of a hill, the angle of depression of two consecutive kilometer stones. Now, what are kilometer stones? These are basically stones which mark the distance, and they are obviously 1 kilometer apart. So instead of writing the distance between them, they've written it as kilometer stone. Let's look at the rough diagram. This is the hill, and there are 2 kilometer stones, which means we are looking at two angles of depression. This is kilometer stone 1. This is kilometer stone 2. Since this is angle of depression, I'll have to draw the imaginary horizontal. Done. This is 90 degree. The first one is 45 degree, and this is 30 degree. Let's name them. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. The distance between C and D is given as 1000 meter. That's the only trick in this question, otherwise there is nothing in this question. So tan 45 degree would be equal to AB upon BC, which means AB will be equal to BC. That's my first one. Next, tan 30 degree would be equal to AB upon BD. So let AB equal to X. So BC is also X. Let AB is equal to BC is equal to X. Perfect. So tan 30 degree is 1 upon root 3. So 1 upon root 3 is equal to AB, which is X, upon BD, which is X plus 1000. And only one variable, that should be simple. So X plus 1000 is equal to X root 3. X root 3 minus X is equal to 1000. X times root 3 minus 1 is equal to 1000. X is equal to 1000 upon root 3 minus 1. Let's rationalize, which means multiply it with root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. Now this would be X is equal to 1000 multiplied with root 3 is 1.732 plus 1, which makes it 2.732. And root 3 plus 1 into root 3 minus 1, that's x square minus y square. The 3 minus 1, which is 2. So 2, 1 with 500. Therefore, x is equal to 2732 into 5. Let's do this one. Calculation. This is 5 into 2, 10, 15, 116, 35, 136, and that's 13. So this is 13660. How many decimals? 3, but 2 go, which means this is 1, 2, 3, but 2 go, which means 1366.0 meter. Therefore, x is equal to 1.366 kilometer. Now done. What is the distance? Find the distance of the two from the foot of the hill. Therefore, distance of first stone is 1.366 kilometer, and the distance of second stone is add 1000 meter to it. Therefore, distance of second stone is add 1 kilometer, which means 2.3666 kilometer. Perfect. That finishes this exercise for us. Let's look at some homework question. Homework question for you would be question number 11, question number 13. Thank you so much. Take care. Be safe. I'll see you with the next video. Bye bye.